Well, the morning I say start to educate so and say my menka say brass say a fair chat talk crowd educate dey dey mu bedwam on Adom TV multi TV so no yetimi de ebro e friend no Mpensenpensenmu obaka no number power minute aduanan enum afiama nkwata makro ehya se e de agokansi e de ahosepe e de asemedika abewie se ye be di oman ne ho nkomo. I'm sure say obegibre now so yetimi do adwem akire e de abre. Well, me ahoho na tena sense ba me dey akwasi be di nkomo bi kransa quickly ye di kan ama ya ahoho no so e de won nsem atudwa. But we are key in this conversation ABD. Conversation no e nyoma mienu ansa na ya ahoho na tena se. And the President Mahama or the Ose Ayoyo in terms of the Mahama care or the Ose Ayoyo. O onti ase ne sen e dey na also say esese ebeka ho ana say e dey na ogiri esese ye ma etimi gina brane na yare ahodo a ye kanyina say betimi akoye mmoa no enwo etimi akoba mfaso de e de amayen de toso biem nso no beye esa ye tu wo won etu forma dia forma gudi a ye ntu no won kwan so afedie obia de na no tumbi ya de a ese so do wa no tumbi na bia wo hye potem a wo hye bia no utimi hwe se obeboa nananom aban wo so emu mpanyimfo nyina no ama efoma gudi a yetu ayentu ne kwan so edi enya no eno so etimi aka ho asempa but Michael start to 281 na Michael say koso anatwa ebeboa na bibia kokama malta gidis so ma refi say ono so say auto can no say auto bottle so bibia on different man pay on 0302 211701 equals 4 0302 211701 equals 4 0302 211701 equals 4 de eda wakoma so biara fa titu no ma we no medical bon dewro wa hen na opeso de tudwa bia no bomodi na ma entiase na so etimi da tudwa ama 0302 211701 equals 4 na watimi ene edisa enkita hono nti wo frɛ no na onso boa with adwenkyerɛ ebetimi aboa ma ɔman ne puntu ne kanko no etimi adi mu na etimi awie peyo. It's important. It was a baby yedru no ewo ɔman wa ma ɔman ne ho asɛm ahia wa idea ebe ha adwene ye panti. Let it be of prime interest to you say obeboa ama eye ɔman ne kyikyire ne ɔman ne puntu no etimi akɔ enkan ede ama. It's important say obetimi ahwe say adwumadi we eyi pa nti mehwɛ nim so obefrɛ me on 0302 211 701 ekosi 4. Okay, so ma nimnyamfo mesa mranimfo mesa akwaba ansana lo amemo akwaba no minua wa homa no so is it Tian Martin apom ti say
Pacho, good morning.
Morning apom ti say
Nyame Adom me hu ye pa.
Good.
Me beka asamafa boku.
Good. So when Mbokwa asem say it be in line. Yes. Don't go outside the line.
Okay.
Me too.
Bokwa asam no nka asam etia. Ena bokwa asam no susu no yebetima aka akwasi ama asomdie aba ama obi antimi yashi efise Ghana ewo hoyi se ye ka asam no se de ewo se yanka no a na de wasi won pini no opiara ni Ghana obetimi ne tumi betimi atimi Ghana police ni Ghana army entino edana ebe ye final ena asam no ye be chonu no nke was security ya beef security seriously e wo boko ebinim esi colonial master ena wo baaye ena oji boko ema na yiri because of trade and tea, but who has been in existence for over 200 years before white man by Africa. In Kisa Samnu, Any kura.
Okay, so you know the history of the existence of Boko for now. Fache, because Bajo Fache say Saba Kosemina Nintina opim so atenase no. Saba Kosemina be ejuma. My thinking was just to allow you the space to ensure say akoma beba from netimi amasumjaba Boko. Thank you for history. I also did, but opim so is in charge. It's measured in communicating around these things. Ima Machi Apom to say. Hello, Ima Machi Apom to say.
I'm Adom.
Okay, Ima Mitio.
Maybe I got am say no happen.
Yep.
Ide me susu say. Na enye concept ya. Say Adom F say so mo my contact bi. Say me na makura so na me ko nkrofo bi ya. Na kama fresh number no. Ebi say Yahoo say district no over report ma district mpenyifo no kura. Uhu action bia eto bia obetumi abona mane nkran kura obetu car sa passport no a ya mada refe no a it is a deboa pa me de madwin no.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Ousumache. Ousumache.
Yeah.
When a friend you chat to meet you.
Make a free tackle. Galamsey was na make a be.
Meet you.
I galamsey amoka was a nanu ya ablonye say okuhu cast be free. Burkina di ula policy mu. Na yesi entu asie na still Burkina cast de machines be ula policy mu. Yesi den etu asie.
I see. Thank you. So also the one what you change. Akrofo Mache. Now here.
Me hoye pa.
Hey. Akrofo King Kong. Oh, me say e hoye mo dia o. Na wakoji o. Ebi cheje bi si da.
Oh, why?
So
You know your home. Sekuni so MPP da.
So it's not any big deal.
Not at all.
It was a wave.
Oh, why? I'll mention you. Walking on the page.
What was that?
James Akwaba. We didn't share that.
Oh, really?
We didn't share that. We didn't share that. First time we share that.
Oh, okay.
TV so na mahwe na.
Nice.
We been the intro obvious.
Okay.
Chide ndi no kwar.
Okay.
Uzande edanu ya yen flag bearer. Or start ne aprobo or the Ghana Fasi. Key highlights are our Michael Kwe report no more. General Secretary or that to Dodo na no or economic issues, cost of living, inflation occur as high as 54%. At some point in 2023. Zamana bobu kosoro so yen sikasam onam bosane yabo ne yadri impuntu juma okwekodu level bia na ode yako na yako kepekona yesba resolve aban introduce tax handle be offering e-levy. That's very unpopular. Any anomso bon was in okejegum papa. No so on the IMF. IMF so no he came with its own conditions or the restructure with debt, both external and domestic. Domestic debt no affecting Kofu P. Of course, in Yabuter and I nyambre and shrimp since the cross and yet the Mijumezina. About how money now, and of course we had to pay the price. Only in parliamentary seats, not even in presidential outcome. But you know, I had to say, and see we've learned our lessons. Dama yen flag bearer, na party before pro worker, and I'm hopeful. The yen rebuilding exercise I start yɛbɛkɔ down na yɛdi do na recommendations of the committee in mpanyinfo na wɔyɛ privy to it because yɛnyɛ no public. As we speak, it's only the highlights now. What about the room? Starting
I'm privy
with
to the executive summary.
As a,
I'm privy to that.
yeah, that's fine. Journalist.
I'm just
Senior-
waiting for.
Senior one.
I'm
at
waiting
that.
for the time to put it out.
No,
We have some more boxers killing us. Be other be.
basis this is now.
No,
issues we are open.
It's not about basis. They say we are candidate agro.
Oh, I don't know.
It depends. They say if they very busy. No. And,
Also, basis this is no. Some also.
You are in this game, so
yeah.
you should know that P66 is the national building up.
The more building a Japadia was about the book be. What can some
The Japadia document, you know.
So that's like you said, is a game of politics.
Yeah,
you know, and see,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'm clear in my mind. The exercise now, party paying for.
But are you in support of it, you know? Thank you, Tono.
Certainly. And then Chairman could say, Lucy was a walk around, still movie.
No, I'm.
I'm still embarking on the thank you to Sunday.
Medasi Tony important, but Medasi na more, you know, as in your party leaders, no. And who is it really conforming to Trimpo Medasi, no?
Issues.
Medasi, yeah.
Issues about. And I believe that Yeto and Moribiano ne Isuya no ho in some open. Obimu isusu there. His Excellency the Vice President or lunch no ho. And I've asked the question, how? Sabe, say Dr. Mamia, we declare the intention of the contest 2028. Necessarily, here party vehicle and son of our call. Delegates war and our party for non your naked in command.
No, I bet my corner.
Certainly. And see, why would anybody say that thank you, Tono, is a platform will create a man modern lunch? No, I cannot for the life of me understand. Also, starting a campaign for presidential primaries in 2028. Obe issue notice. Wabo region be up and could be amended. Wabo constituency be up and obviously be amended. They will mobilize. Them a candidate be a pedo ye. The campaign obutu wae. So I don't know. And see, ebia obe here them fa akwenye do na masre. O ma tempest no on ye. Ewa preconceptions be no owo binim wana adwene no. O me yin fi ho. O say that the objective no is to say that look, ya call election. 41.7% of what to me no. Yes, one cross 50 plus 1 mark no. But it's still worth appreciating. Party for way Juma across the country. Obe here, they work on Nando, Nakada on say. Who better to lead them charge no than the person who held the flag of the party into the election? But in his magnanimity, also, Moon Crawford, when you want contested primaries in Nana, issues so preparing now, we now back on yanko. I don't think that necessarily should lead to any scaffold. Yeah.
All right.
And see, Masre, Oma, Yama, Akumashubia.
So where from these donations that the party is broke and cannot pay your where from these donations?
I don't know where it's coming from. The chair party, no, primarily is a oppositioner. And now even normal operations, no. Or yeah, based on support from members. Not what they run the party. Right? So your government are all sort of chief executives, your contribution, ministers, MPs, caucus, where contribution, your opposition are. Yeah. Key principles, no.
That's what we
Now, what support the party, no. Including the parliamentary caucus. The caucus dues every month, whether in or out of government. But your government are because pool no of resource no others no. The parliamentary contribution is not as much. By your opposition, pool no okofum and the parliamentary caucus leads. It seems the key members of the party are all resources, no. They support the party. And you say any resources no sufficient. Yet to induce no. Regularly yet yeah.
I see.
I don't see where on the crown of
it's not a big deal.
Oh, on a big deal, crowd. It's not.
Okay. What about Zuma? Just relax because your party is in power. It's your power. You can decide to give him the whole day. So that maybe wait till the Akasa they are fine. Your party is in power. You know.
But we are concerned because you are talking about my say about lives and properties. Home buying. That was my Ghana. And you see on my Ghana we a money panel Japadie. Nese be a mu emwa. Omu ina share answer. Say be hwe say bibia be deda na kwam betuto na kwam enti yentimi ni ene ma yenuanom ebre jade omu fi e was say the fire service tender ko hohra ye de beko enti no anopa na mo radio station bi so na me advocate for security e wo mo various thank you to venues no premises no because omu ina ho hia ye. We need them so that Ombebwa Amaya shape the country well. Minua penny and me senior party hey. Anya be our experience be with more. Menini shaba could be a mission BBF no. And we need them in parliament because Omuko MPs in so can be and Omono Moko. Tinwada me can say Minua penny interior minister Mutakabu Barak or the defense minister. Omo modern answer soldier for near police for do bia ehia say the bomb ho ba bia de be bomb ho ba because say ade na sha say na say boboba na wo ye obi asabi wo ye intelligent optimi predicted the abc no anopa ene awia me kan say man ya hwi ya ye mom pa ye born ntia wo but ahwa na yakwa kote sika hwehwe ogu asem na ade ewu ampampa ne ampa anadwo no and producer me call the radio station or friend ma me call when you mre no o ka kire me say eh unu ya wo ya prophet na me say me prophet but they are easy to predict they are easy to predict thank you to na omoko no frankly speaking men shada antias ye papa na me nua pani owura politics maybe ana menya enku me manya 16-17 years in politics November na menya 17 years in politics Ebia na on we 20 years in politics. Yen kan no crunch there. Or 3 term or so MP, right? Senior. And I'm about whether me invite one more but me say o hana 2 terms okay, which is 8 years. Why are there? Ebia na before no wedding kan kra ye rehearsals one chan answer na over. And when you know politics. Se me no Japan e thank you to one constituency. Constituency for any ready say Japan person baby. Oh, maybe my own thank you to Biahu. And say, who candidates will lose elections? No, sorry, so make what do mass. O man to my so make what mass, make what do mass, a rehearsals.
Let me say, a chinabu.
Such have been a
year necessarily say, oh, Sako, you say candy for. They will be here party, no more quite from Kuso. And I can't for Biso. The Nasian, yes, say. Meeting impossible sabe beam nkwa
99 they all can wom baba 99.9%.
Once there's a certain percentage a mark one for other options you know you also have to be considerate of that.
Oh my thank you to no eh fana na nado dan kwaku fado akobi emu de wo hin omo sha ase na eh fana what is na nado dan kwaku fado ko thank you to no bi
e we to no the probability so betimi adjoin no.
But probability say want to be joining so high.
No problem. So how should the probability say enchre say oh e ko nyina be say president
to so ho. O mo prepare Baumia or relaunching comeback. That is it.
But okay analysis no here no.
Analysis.
Who did say baby Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Andrew no. Obe hia say obe fa party ni so.
Obe hia pa.
Obe na say o si ni kwan say ono afri ni pem entimi ntu anamonko party achitafo na adofo ho say mechia mo medam ase de mo ye nyina ayemani so mo me nwene party no ho na party ni nkonka ono ntimi free pem
obetimi afri ni pem ako ontimi free ni pem nko ade ne say o makotan asa ye hye ya ozum so mo from the polling station to constituency region national Ye fa kwan bi so select wo mo ambe boa. Ama Dr. Bawumia. They take it as oh yes, me a party new. My boa party, my party executive check. Me started from branch. My did 3 terms. My 4th term nanka me womi e constituency level. Minim how I manipulate the party structure. Minim. Yes, only.
The word is manipulation.
Yes, a man favor will be. Yen nyina me ne me nyina yete national television so yen kan okra politicians.
Utimi hihye ne man man.
Utimi hihye ne ma hu se constituency elections we may win elections. After onya constituency executive na ko supervise polling station and branch elections. And who now supervise? Me constituency. Ye to abani be 1 a.m. e wo polling station. And ye pa kwa bi so a ye beto abani be wie no. Na wo polling station ho na wo no kra no. Wo na ye branch polling station chairman so na wonim se ye beto aba wo ho. And ye beto abani be wie no se wo interest wo be ko primaries a. What you say we are favor. Yanya de no party ni eliminate anu ntini e even forms no. E ba se CC se obi person contest for polling station branch. Ye friend branch on friend polling station. Pick forms no online. Because form no kra wo nya bi ato.
No problem.
E dey contest ko obi timi je form no ko gu ne dem. What to kwan? Obede no nya form no bia. So manipulation of elections. The party structure no ba bia no but you find ways and means to eliminate it
or minimize.
Or minimize it. If you can't eliminate, you minimize it. And to mo ye mani ye elections now ube hu say MP na wa show na nim say oye Bawumia bia no. Omo man kwa man handle the polling stations elections. Eya na ebre twem kakra na refiaba but time omo start on polling station elections and yet dede ye to kwasama na esisi wo baby. I know they don't be your friend say the constituency officers or more hui. Regional officers or more. And until I had the kakra to me, find no ways to get into it. But I don't know. Say CSO from branch polling station executive to a year about 70%, 80%. A candidate, Dr. Bawumia Nedia. And the almost year she say almost year about come back. Beyond they will do. I don't know more ye.
Since when I be an active member of the MPP, National Executive Constituency, and I pull in a direct response from within the party. For your young for. Won't you mean your politics and I won't go with you? What should be Sufi? So, your politics and I say we end this in it. Not the MPP executive, only good politician. And to time bia wani ba ko wo waso wo ho na wani wo wodim na waso so wo wodim senior nim de America no
na why they call us man na bia
some you are dance here because
ba je mitima
wonim de America
enim say
what say wonim ma obetima ka chem say wonim
okay so in Kumasi
so wonim ma obetima ka chem say wonim
just news in Kumasi now Honorable Japan press conference
yes
and to the effect that
yes
is withdrawn from.
Yes. Thank
you. So there's a live press conference ongoing now in Kumasi. So that's the.
Meboa. Enti ndiama yakoso no. Ye de hwe. Ye start ade na say ya frase ye mfrɛ. Because ade na say ya organize ade no e de ma wo bi say na maka no. Enti say ukɔ na akɔtena ho bi a akutia ye bɛbɔ no. Enti me na minim say ye danya. Can obefri ye can say thank you to no do kwam obejai because ade ya na say ye de wakosi baabi na nipa ye de wakosi omu no mu nyina so ri tia wo na wontimi nka bi wotin kranim sa ayi meeting bi na moadoma call ya just osebo na jata de ne kokromoti si ne nan e de si obi dua so ye te say o ye no abona pampa we so ye no ye ne say afede. Yes, you be say, Mama, you're sorry, was the BT.
No.
Ampadu, you be your boy, or say, BT. Sadia Nana, of course, until Tembia me yeah me hwe omo yi na nam awim we de e was obobo maka na de Japan say chairman mama yampon na biti yi because what what asem na ye ka ni nyina ye ka de gu nipa bi so enne ba omi aye obi a chese ye pe nipa kronkron pa wa asase so ha e wono a fi bia ni no in fact obetima di pope because vacancy abeda ho senka ya de a ye koyi obi afri ba bia keke ba de a because wotie ne nsan kan ya ade boni bia ni ma boni bia ni we course MPP aban ni mu a no onim including ye two petrol ma onim yes national cathedral ase wa ya anya na adwene yi levy ye ntie no chesa ade boni bia anase ne ma bia course aban ni mu a Ghana for se ye mpe ana ya mpe bia no na saint ba omi anim hu bi
wa oye the plural o say na ya so din ya so inclusive
ano o single o ya singular say one dey on ka ho hey oh no say
no me say o ko hear say say woni be ma bo na hwe for
o say
No, you're more. I'm not surprised.
Me hana ni
Na what share one?
me hana ni o say o ya lawyer
Mischief omra be so. Na me shi and then nti na wo hwe nde ya wo sa ko fi. Me na me feel green home.
because when you are
saying na mischief no wa ka
no asam no credit say ekuta akwala ye no credit asam no credit say gold
yeah
wo de man here ni
I want to make a just wo mu da no kwa na kana
na wo kasa wo gidi
Masawo esa asam no kwa awa asam na ye ka no
anya me nkoto
awa kasa botu Jesus Christ
me na wo mienu
me se botu ma hwe Yakobon na afumi n'anim
me sorry kra ma
akada eye no kwa oye no kwa na kana
ma bom pa ya na me nya me sum nya
chairman awo ka wasam
me be ka ma sem eliti asam amike MPP ni bia nim say asam na ye ka no sa na tie enokre na le so most live in a state of denial no man ji antum say niam a ekoso no nya the more na no be disorganize omo party the more na no be disorganize party ye de obi be ka so na on party disorganize ya na anye ye bi ma fa ho ben we need a responsible effective vibrant opposition so that Abanon feel so comfortable that obi ani ho a oba be take over from me obi ani won be competition bi anti no wo ye de ope emwa democracy emwa magana ye develop enunti sabre ya se kan hwehwe keka ene nansem ayi koso yi eye ma ban ya so die se ye bo mo ho ban because eye party a sansem we bi sta ehye ase ne ade ye te ya o na ye de ase da kogun wan regional chairman bi so wa film okọ Adam Mahama Upper East regional chairman no okọ acid ye te ya ye so ya kwwe nam bi ama poison wom obi nso kọ ama obi kura no nyame na bo ano kọ no so be kọ enti anytime bia enema kakra be sha ase every party no bia no na wie ye no ya na emwa
those things are well grounded when it comes to partyism, because if it's so, both parties were witnessing worst times in your party life. MPP was with is it my good friend, I've forgotten the party, Afoko. That was their worst moment. That was when Nana jumped into the seats. NDC has had their worst moment. That's when they jumped into the seats.
Yeah.
Until those times, you know. So what the beginning in a show can see for party say
yeah, worst moment they jump into the seat. Mente o analysis away no mente papa. But media minim say ye party no. Ye de ano akeka bi kire ye ho. Ba sese ka twe awudie poison le na asefo no menhu bi. Me join here. Me hobi. Obetimi akai me bi. Ba me nkai bi. Since 92. Yeah, be. Me nkai bi.
Okay.
Yetimi nya bi say.
Remember those references this soon, but everyone kakra say now you are painting from 1992 up to this point that this is a party devoid of violence or scheming or orchestration. You have sat here to say manipulation is effective. And the effects of manipulation. There were a lot of spillovers. There were a lot of spillovers. There were situations where party officers have been attacked and set fire.
Some of them are for free MPP cross carpet by this.
A bit likewise.
And the more ban the biba.
Officer, just
thank you, Toye.
Yeah.
And this is one for the personal about.
But I can't also a strong opposition.
Now, Kukwana stories. No, I want to catch on country, not me. That Kukwana stories.
Only two.
Masa, share. People, a political party was set out to destroy the foundations of our democracy. About now, Kadam Kukwana story. We want a vibrant opposition. You are destroying the judiciary. Oh, you will go there
to destroy the foundation. Because
Mr. Rao, Ekasi.
To destroy the foundation.
Absolutely. But we will get there. So he goes and says what? It's unfortunate that that's an incident be from any day. And I've been monitoring. I'm sure that one can follow.
Yeah.
Them stabbing of KNUS student or someone has nothing to do with that. Thank you. What's the been for one? No moons, because can need change no. Now, won't you be other second or be? We wish him speedy recovery, but to associate that to yen thank you, Tono. Now, obey on our gadget of a vibrant opposition. Yeah. And this is Fumumpa. Nehena Gasano. Yak only last week after Michael Quinn report you were issuing. There we are actually embarking on a process of constitutional amendment. Right? I wonder what to about in the event there you constitutional amendment no. You knew one yet. Yen reorganization yen starting. Whether they proposal there yen bottom up, another yen maintain top down. I mean, you maintain the top down, bottom up, and now you top down, and now you expand the electoral college. You know, it has not happened yet. Listen to them. MPP what about Bieloko out to market him so that he launches himself for his primary. Now the master will like our account Ottawa.
But what's wrong with that? The party set out to roll out reforms.
It's neither here nor there.
But the house said, even if the strategy to, because of manipulation, is a strategy to output
Baumia catch out there. Baumia walk through the process before. Samuel, do I need constituency chairman, patrons, council of elders to take me around the police stations 90 in constituency secondly to go and launch myself again? Am I need? I don't need that.
You need them.
You don't, and of course, out of courtesy, Muntu Monkwana Mankan Nam constituency Nam police station for. Out of courtesy, I will inform them. But I'm saying that they cannot create a platform. National executives, Dr. Bamia Padoko launch in the campaign. Bibi and Zunu. But he will do the responsible thing. It was a part Yemwe process of primaries. In any event, I want to go to Abanograni anyone. And so how can he go out now to go and campaign? Am I me? Am I? Mr. Dam Padisi will catch on a Hasra, your FOMO. These guys, they be a catcher. Makasam Chow and say. So we don't come out here and I try all the time. Listen to the kinds of things that he say, Dr. Bamia or a pope. Check election, I tell some okay, that he's a Muslim, but he's going to church more than Christians themselves. When we live in a country that respects chairman, Masrao. Maman Kamasam. Now we need moderator.
No, maybe point of order. Parliament.
Say the bear will be a Benyan home prepare.
Senior continue. Sorry.
I mean, I was part of his tour in Western Region. At least, we joining one location on about functions, so I attended. And some more can in the American. It's a collective responsibility.
That's what did.
Thank you. I was there. Never been Aussie. Muridi NDC dominated newspaper. I was skills. No, I was there. I was present. And every other place all could be so no, I monitored live. Dr. Bawumia was a member of the Akufo-Addo government. I was, by the grace of God, privileged to be part. What can the positives are Abano Ochoke? Huge successes. And Nana Akufo-Addo, the legacy. Cemented, cast in stone. Obialun to me erase. But we had difficulties. There were challenges. There were issues. Why? National Cathedral. Is it not the case in Mpensenpensenmu? One be topical in our election cycle. You see where you are. How we didn't finish? These people. The noise, budgetary allocation crack and offer to bring the facility up to a point. Of course, you expect the other donations, but they blocked it in Parliament.
The narrative,
many problem.
The narrative around it was not clear.
What narrative was not? What narrative? What narrative? I will near Dasha theater. Some there come some later on the Baba.
Right.
E-levy.
E-levy.
There were major issues. I went out there, public engagements across the country. I went with him to say he need to go and speak. I supported it.
And go for it too.
But Ghana folk were upset for their taxes no order. Abana over 2017 or revoking no reducing 17 taxes. 17 per 17. It was a government policy. What affected in election now? Domestic debt exchange. Huge backlash. Former Chief Justice joined pensioners to go and picket at the Ministry of Finance. President, your commitment that there won't be any haircut. And now your national address in Nzebi. We all listen. But it ended up otherwise. It affected people. No doubt. And the consequences, no, only the electoral fortunes are, yes or fair, at the police stage. In and it's reflected in the Microquay report. Headlines are, Justin Kodia Frimpon, okay, now. And if Dr. Bawumia re-echoes it, after thanking the people for the work that they've done, speaking to the progress, the huge policy implementations, historical things that the Nana Akufo-Addo's government has done. Not draw these things that have come out and why it is that it impacted us as opposed to some propaganda that people were doing. No, oh yeah, Muslim in see one to Abambana. What's wrong with that? Yet you come and sit here. As you know, Okasada me Fibian, you know. On country be holier than thou. He admits his humanity. When you then Pibias no one from. Onka da bano ne problems onye no non ka ho o se we na ye na soa oyedin na oye won pon the minute thank you to us we ti kwara pay dey so finfo
o dem so mo dey in 2016 John Mahama was on the same thank you no is
just us na Akufo-Addo no your candidate president owie na ejuma wa around.
But or a stakeholder,
many problem. Na jam be a stakeholder. Ma ko problem to ma. It's a baby and na do feel there o ambre mo to ma join Dr. Bawumia na thank you to no ye no. What's your issue? And if he's unable to do it, what problem am I having?
A very good opposition.
About good opposition. About opposition.
Constructive.
About construction. Inyum. Mind na angry yan. Hwe. Be Ghana fo Mr. no.
Oh, Azuma. Oh, power Jan no need go.
Oh, Abba,
As a Japan person all the time na but I dey no kwa no asabe sin echi.
And was it?
Now what's that no? Minjama.
Was it?
Bebre. What's no kra wo no?
Ya wo show na yanko.
Ya ko twa what's it?
Oh, bebre. Say ade a recording no ya ba say wo kwa. I had to say
okay, so you be kwa ba. You ba me person o boy.
Because yeah, be kwa ba na ma ba me die no.
And say on the brand be boy on the Ghana Bar Association position no.
Oh, on her as lawyer or be boy. Amaye hu mra no. Or ha as NPP ni a or be defending the party.
Oh
yeah, good lawyer. That one Mabusati Mate. Yes, so a good lawyer.
Name only has said.
Obaha, a good lawyer, and we done open on. However, until my young one has said, or your lawyer or your party representative.
Yeah, Kwaba. Yeah, ba. Hey, Azuma. Oh, Debbie, yeah, Kwaba. Yeah, Kwaba. Malta Guinness, make sure say, oh, talk can and a bottle now. I shall say, yeah, proudly made in Ghana. So proudly made in Ghana. It doesn't matter the time of the pay. Every time is Malta Guinness time into Shannon so. Na kope bito na first firma ho embra no maka say German Ozone Medical Center so therapy awodo okoso ho pa yi pa boa sesani pa wapomudi seem to be a obi ano boa yi free oprekope me German Ozone Medical Center. Free one was 055-024-2222 or 055-025-2222. No team one Eddie a year in Kitaho. German Ozone Medical Center, a honor innovation, a year upon seminar, a boama etimi pejao, let's say Shabro Quasron, because the studios. The young for Azuma, a crew machine Bijani, and a former member of parliament, second lawyer Messa, so at Nasi. So, lawyer, Messa Azuma Messa. Power can say only has said, oh, yeah, Mranimni, I only party be a ticket store. But Major say I should phone a tea for her. Dan that's Anna say, it do not issues of this sort. Anna Ghana Waku here. Into no one could Ghana bar. And then I'm person much.
Oh, my wife, my man can't.
That was okay. Was
yeah.
Okay,
could be allegations.
No. Would be by the next one a brilliant patch up on top of my
well, maybe I'm not. MPP are 70. O man 70 na ma me 30. Me ya me no why adwene say. MPP are 70 man 70% of time no. Into one me 30, but 30 no me dey na ka be 7. Make it 30. Also here na ye de Dr. Baumia religious one who dey extra sra no. But here na ye me wan say so mo keep records of the omo ankasa. Omo then flag bearer. Okay, can ya? Nipo din kan de esumu chiche mu nim papa mu de back campaign ye no. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Then I'll make his statement in a pet. I'm a tea no. And I'm saying, say papa starting to see the behano. Muslims no more year. I think one of their festivals. Eid Nubi. Anna President Mahama call and no kutu or more aya or mukura nibi. Edu no sono wakasa or say Malam John Malam John he and wodi Mahama ho fell. Pacho no cry na no cry.
Made me so kasa.
Na efe. Sabra na wine and I want make a statement to be about religion atiano yonko omo ye. Now a vice president I was a promote inclusiveness because we are a secular country. Who was candidate say wakokotu I am a Christian na wa ba ho no be kotu Quran nti Malam John na wo sere wo wi ase a wo se yanto abama na be nkramoni a wodi nkan ya wo be president wo konkramofum na wo kasa ahire wo enti wa nkasa ana wo ma kwan se yemfa sa religion asem no mfa nyeka nti ewie na se boa wo amoa wo memma meka ho asem ma mo meka ho asem say ye na ye de ye campaign so what the bar you don't expect that who this year mo obi ntwa and the what the bar ye nyina ye politicians ye de be hia ti sa asem ne de omo nyai ka na omo ntu no fo sebe omo ne nkasa se be ye yi a omo fo so sade na be ye de ye twan no because me dey bia make say this ye be win ye be lose next elections no enye the MPP for the neighbor ye nyuma and ye dwuma pa ye be na bam enti dey bia because this one be frame ya te say asomasi so obeba asomasi so na me say dabi mamo me en shall share because we are less than 5 months in on the seat I don't think I was me ko hwe ma twehwe de oba eye madwuma meye
ne be kire
e na be kire se me ye dwuma pa omo de obi aba emfa me ho
no asem
ba se madwuma ye no nya papa e na menim say so omo de sabi obi asabi ne mu duro kra me ba obeyi ma hwewo because at the end of the day na Ghanaians they are discerning omo nto about based on just political party colors and other things be mo percentage no bi wo hosa but percentage no reduce ekọ ba bia ye hwe de obetumi aye e de aboa constituency no de obetumi aye de aboa o my Ghana wo policies and programs enu ti ye hwe wo.
All right.
Nemo ye pese ye bo omo no mo build the party no because a political party organization in Ghana. And this ye university. Omo njintum no mo ye polytechnic. And that's a college of education. Omo nyina hu hia because college of education omo teach teacher for boa yen. And a university nso wo ho no so boa yen. By degrees na omo kwaje no.
Right.
Enya pe.
All right.
What's up, Muko fan pebe brain no Muko for obi obetime ne Johnson Asiedu nkati amachi. Omo de obi aba kenkran, omo de obi aba kenkran, omo de obi aba kenkran. Ye nsesa kire. So what is omo say? Ye koyi sabi Haruna minister ene Muntaka mu free ho na no omo so koyi omo so change. Ye sabi o ye racial for ho no. Omo ye ne propaganda incite say nkabia Muntaka ne yinum be mfitiase huru kakra ye tena ase obi ate ase die ntia wo se ye changes ni ade omo soro ya no omo so koye bi na omo kom koye bi de afenyo markings de no bae ewi ase omo anka say confess say amwo
la mesa
e de omo mra mesua ade wo yo
la mesa
About some nepere ka mo respond another yenko new topic though.
I think that we should deal with the we know the hard
And this is no me lessons in political party
university
organization.
University.
I see. No, I don't know why I won't lose election though. Sometimes no, if I hear them speak, that's the sense that I get to. Election the voter turnout happens to be the lowest in constitutional democracy. It should tell you something.
All they know is they've won.
Oh, no problem at all.
With 1.7 million.
Oh, on your problem, crowd. Now, how you want if it's of no interest to them? I want to answer. And how we lost is of interest to us. Only to correct or right the wrongs, so that you are launch your party in 2028. They can tickle themselves. Now, 2028. Yankopon oye and Adoma about and we'll go into the election. I will see. Amani, last week, some PNOC regarding suspension of Chief Justice. We came about studio last week, Wednesday. I can't have some kakra. Ghana Bar Association will issue statement be on the 24th, I believe was the Thursday. My Inanum NDC4 will both say there are, for the first time, Ghana Bar Association we issue statement one whom from Subia or President Mahama why in his attempt to open the Oyi Chief Justice no inifi Eguado economy ado. Make the Friday the call Metro TV. Make chere Edugita Maklo the statement Ghana Bar we issue. Won't read in here because it's very subtle. Yamencha the Saturday na Ghana Bar Association where one media conference. Na statement no way issue came out for discussion. Of course, it turned out there at the time we issued them statement, in a petition no any responses on by in the public domain. In the statement we issued was only admonishing the president there, and I'm ready to know, make sure there, in accordance with the letter and spirit of the Constitution. Also, the constitutional interpretation say, "Actually, letter non kotia about my NZAPia only consistent with vision and other yen framers of the Constitution. One adjuna no was a chichi and Constitution man. Was the adjuna or techi was a chichi Constitution no yes na kasa ajatum they be practice constitutional democracy. I have 3 key arms of government co-equal even though they are independent but complementing each other. No. You can't remove a chief justice just like that. Neither can the speaker of parliament be removed just like that. Same way you can't remove a president just like that. Processes FM are unable to make any of these heads must be one that although meet a certain threshold. Because I had a man. When you mean Yamifiawa, now you dem map a bit more petition about now Madakama Council of State, a majority of them Nankasa appointees. Now, wajatum de o me inedi. Na men set up committee. Mama appoint munkofu monsa committee nido. Now, when you go through the process and when you wait. But when you mean Yamifiawa mutu maye. But your constitutional construction no, it prevents inherently that when you mean Yamifiawa mutu me you did just like that. Onunti ina ose or require there before able to set up committee na mpono. Yes, yaji tumde bia na obi at an office bia no won from Chief Justice or Yimpa. She may have erred, she may have breached the law, she may have acted in a manner that breaches the Constitution. And yes, you can remove her if that's the case. But context though, in some keke warakeka na no one can win na no would determine whether adere no or no condo another or yet power ball from nanon pod there condibiado ebe imaminifio. In Saturday Ghana bar work no at the time na petition naba responses naba the minimum bia or yenim zini sebe waken can petition no waken can Chief Justice no response obo conclude that the madi day there is basis for further investigation. I haven't seen one, except NDC people. In Ghana Bar was privy, as at the time that they were holding the national media conference, of the facts. And so they needed to come out to put out a statement. Hey, Mr. President, last week you issued a statement too. At the time, you petition. Yen response because in Branicha there, that process no has to be in secret, in camera. But when Crawford about to go, one national communication director, or can want some radio do, one director of legal, Edugita Maklo, or can want some. Subsequently, petition nebo pwe me na ye. Me ye no, unkano kono. Usande, constitution no, yes, 146. Mon conde be set up committee. Yen photo. I set to committee. No mom the act to suspend the Chief Justice. What decision no is in breach of Article 296 of the Constitution.
Which states that?
Which states that Ansana ever exercise discretion in a certain manner or there set rules are over guide the exercise of that discretion. That has not been done. And in this case, we think that you have erred. In the Yasrao, obeya nka revoke suspension no. Now number 2, who documents well medium obehia the basis are they establish a prima facie case against the Chief Justice in the public. So we know that since Nam Duma as I establish prima facie because in all honesty, say read the petition no, read the responses now. I cannot for the life of me understand. Yes, of course. Council of State ain't able. They are an eminent group of people, Ghanaian citizens. But they are not beyond reproach. And in my view, how they came up with a prima facie determination for which they advised the president to set up a committee beats my imagination. Because I can competition in the cracks are what did you know? Chief Justice not travel now. Apart from that, I don't see any other basis in there. And her responses that she's giving, satisfactory. Police not supporting, no. Clear cut. President need terms and conditions of service. We know. Speaker needs yenim. Because they are all Article 71 office holders. And see, nobody can fault the Ghana Bar Association. Especially those who were hailing them only last week, Thursday and Friday. Cannot all of a sudden turn around and condemn them today because having regard to the facts that has become available to all of us, this statement is in the right order.
Right.
And so was there, the president will revoke the suspension. The Chief Justice on being Nejuma. Number 2, on enact regulations as soon as possible. Or guide the exercise of Article 296 discretion. Not 3, decisional on namdo ma prima facie determination. So that there's precedent. Petitions wako ma decision. Why the public His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo or yebi nti yesre on issue failing which the bar has indicated that they will take steps to protect the institutions of our democracy. And I support them 1,000% if there's anything such like that.
What about you,
man? Me say, Omai. Matana hadi na minim say lawyer, obey lawyer, ever court for in there. But say the medi kankan ya no. Wanya lawyer or ye NPP representative ejuma, which that is it. I don't know about it. But I am the one who say, and some of can you know, me who be potia, or Betty Maka say, President Mahama, what do you for? Oku 1 article be 146 or so.
296.
No, 296. Dead on arrival. Your precedence. Ransford, is it Ransford France or so? Versus Electoral Commission 2012. So ruling na aba Supreme Court. I ruling on that issue, discretionary issue. No. I have precedence. I have daho. Now, I am biao. Ghana Bar Association or Yahweh. A lawyer for or Marco Gentitia. Yabo more. Yajo matum so more lawyers. No, or more majetum so metiku, say lawyers and a coup. To say the teacher for coup. Your question, dear, you be a teacher for a bit mark on BIS, consent teachers association, we will association. And your moon is Ramagano.
Omobwa.
Wait, no, one can say a moon to Shem Ramagana.
Omobwa, Abraham Ratishebano, and your margin.
Ultimately, I never said,
I don't just put it.
We are lawyer.
I don't put it under the carpet. They are forced to reckon with.
They are forced to reckon with, but any institution of regulating laws in this country. Lawyer, Nisha can say judicial service something. Enye Ghana Bar Association. And obi anim Ghana Bar Association free tete. Ebe si ne. E de ni mu nipa. Na ye bia o man wo se o mo koye media dey. E no mo dey sa dey. Na ye do media. And now omo calendar
omo calendar maybe I want to say
no until me busa no until me busa me because me there mentiase
omo calendar might be different from your normal
calendar
calendar
until me busa no
because
me we are not in media
year no start October
most start October until media me person busa mo media ni
ana this year pe na we media conference
no me can say this year me person busa omo say omo media
yes
esi ewo April
enyo
en establish ewo ha na obi o hwe bia ntie say lawyer ajapa say lawyers omo media and ye kan say April na ye fan free no me nim enti na pese me hu but omo wo kromo ha and the same petition ni bi independent constitutional bodies no anya chief justice no nko anya judiciary no nko awo anya judiciary strike ka ho commission on human rights and administrative justice o ka ho ebra president Mahama ekoye awura bi ana maami bi afa Loretta Lamte MPP for MP baako na ne colleague no ne papa yi na te parliament insawo madu ajiri MP honorable Adom pre honorable Chenyama a petition president on the same a year bi kwan we ya so be the petition come president Mahama refer here the man the appropriate institution omo establish prima facie the same way President Mahama